missing orange. Yeah, I'm so paranoid about my... I don't know how my volume turned up. I think I dropped a sandwich on the mixer or something.
Yeah.
It tends to happen a lot. Dropping sandwiches.
I can't remember the last time I dropped a sandwich. I never forgive myself.
You must not have lots of joint pain, Steve. Good for you.
I mean, there is that. Yeah.
The life of joint pain is just like, oh, this is going to be... Oh, it's ruined. Ah! No, it's not really that, really.
Stop having sandwiches. Have soup and a straw.
Ugh. That's dead.
You've got joint pain in your mouth. If not, you'd be all right.
No, yeah, it's the hectic life of sandwich living. I think it's got to mix up. There was something. I had a fire. I can't remember. Oh yeah, no, I don't think I spoke about it, but I finally actually set fire to stuff.
Not a house fire.
No, but like a garden fire in the rain.
Oh right,
It's great.
You just fancied it.
Yeah. Well, I think it was my New Year's resolution at one point, wasn't it? Was to set fire to more things. Yeah. So I had like a little fire in the garden. It was like, oh yeah, fire's great. And then it rained. It was like, fire in the rain's pretty great still.
Yeah. Like just you're forcing the elements to fight each other.
I'm witnessing the war of the gods. It's just fire's just so hypnotic.
Yeah, I got like one of those incinerator bins last year to get rid of a load of fucking branches and shit from the garden, but like I haven't really had a proper fire since then.
Incinerator bin.
Yeah, you know,
like
it's
like a
metal
fire.
It's like a round metal bin with legs and holes in it.
Yeah.
I
thought that was just what some people thought was a fire. Like they had it in their garden. It's like, oh, it's a warm, hot barrel or something.
It's made for burning garden waste and shit. Doesn't really matter though.
Yeah.
You can call it a fire. It's still a fire. It's just in a bin.
Yeah, still works.
Yeah,
it works. But yeah, fire was good. Fire was good. Very, very, very primal. Everyone needs to sit by a fire every now and then, I think.
Mallows?
Some people don't. No, never been a fan of the marshmallow, really.
No, I'm not big on marshmallows, but I do like them over a fire.
I don't know. Maybe it's the same thing with tea.
I just
it's
thought
too small.
Maybe I thought like because you glom onto some American-y kind of stuff because you were there like when you were young, and and obviously like diabetic, so fucking love sweet things. I was like, I thought maybe you'd be like a s'mores person or something, and like you did a lot of scouts and shit, didn't you?
Yeah, I toasted a cherry Coke. Kind of same thing.
This doesn't need toasting. Let's toast it.
This feels more caramelized.
Yeah,
let's go. No, yeah, it's always just been sing-songs and chill and like evil demonic thoughts, I guess.
Yeah,
never really had them around a fire, but I think that's what some people experience. Some people get enraged by fire. Yeah. Cult. What?
demonic. You've never had demonic thoughts around a fire?
No, never.
Oh,
have you?
Well, I don't know. No, because it almost feels meditative.
It's calming. Yeah. But lots of people are like, oh, you look into the flames and you see your nemesis. Like, I just see myself having an all right time.
Yeah, it's nice.
Let's go.
Like fires have always been like the central theme to any big gatherings that I've done. Just because my parents had a massive field.
Yeah, it's true. That is, and my thing was the whole Scouts thing was just we just had a fire every night and sing songs around the fire. It was always good. Play weird mind games.
Mind games?
Yeah.
In Scouts?
There
you got
was
your
a
mind
bird.
games badge.
My psychotic domination Sag. No, what was it? There was a bird on my windowsill with a yellow bill. It landed on my windowsill, and then you came up with some weird psychopathic story to
way
go
that
along
you
with.
killed it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was the murder of the bird, wasn't it?
I
this is how
coaxed it
we
in.
all murder birds, everybody. Come up with the most creative way to murder this bird. Yeah, that and the Beatles songs, and then it's like word games, I guess.
You sang that biscuit tin one as well. What the hell was that?
Something Christ is in a biscuit tin. Something because the Lord won't let no spirits in, or something like that.
That's it.
Very Christian.
Yeah, Because a biscuit, you can't get us something in a biscuit tin because a biscuit tin's got biscuits in.
It's got biscuits in, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one now. But sea shanties are coming back. Maybe old Scout songs are coming back.
Oh. Are sea shanties coming back?
Yeah.
I didn't know there were that many people at sea.
They exploded on TikTok, and now some guy from, I think Manchester's got a record deal.
For shanties?
And it's like, so lots of people are now doing songs where they're just like punching their table.
Oh, right.
So like, yeah.
Well, that seems like something you could get down with.
I don't know. Again, it's got to be from the right place. It's got to be bluesy, I think.
Yeah.
It's like these kind of sea shanties are like kind of like a bit cheery, or like tales of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sea shanties I couldn't quite get into. Too many accordions. But like old people, like people singing in the street of their woes, I'm all for.
Yeah.
Or their highs, depending on if it's genuine.
As long as their highs are thoroughly depressing.
Yeah, or expressing love. I'm all about that. But like, for some reason, don't go to sea if you're going to sing about it. No, I don't know. Sea shanties just felt a little bit more, I don't know, communal.
Yeah,
it feels like you're doing it as a performance,
like
whereas it feels like if you're singing your blues. Doing what? Sorry.
Rounds. Do they call it doing rounds?
Oh yeah.
Like,
I think so.
no, you start singing row 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 your boat. No, you start singing row 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 your boat. Yeah, and eventually we're all singing row 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 your boat. But none of us are in time with each other.
Yeah, it's great.
It's amazing.
That lovely. That and there's some old French cathedral. I can't remember. Frère Jacques. That's what I was thinking of.
Hated that song.
What they do that was hate it.
Pointless song.
Stop talking about Brother Jack or whatever it is. No, is it Brother Jack? Frère Jack?
Oh, I have no fucking idea.
Something else.
We used to have to sing that one in French, and then there was one. Typically, like the French one is about like family and a bit whimsical and stuff, and then there was a German one which was just about the motorway. It's about roads.
Roads are very efficient. Enter chorus. Everybody agree that the roads are efficient. We all agree. Excellent song time, Gilch.
We're turning off in 3 junctions.
Because it is the shortest distance when you take into consideration straight roads or average occupancy. I don't know.
There's no hard shoulder for 25 yards.
I quite like German culture, to be fair. I always find it quite funny, quite interesting in terms of like, you know, communal gatherings and language and all that kind of stuff. It's always been quite an interesting one that kind of gets kind of swept under the Holocaust Museum.
Yeah, I think I'd like to know more. I don't really know enough about German culture. If I think about German at all, I just think like, I don't know, weird abstract shapes, rectangles and shit. Like just something, just like straight edges and just like you say, like efficiency and like all of that shit. Yeah. But they've got this really big reputation for being like a very artistic culture, but weird artistic, because it's almost like a culture clash. And I guess it was a culture clash because it's like the fall of the wall, isn't it? You had one side that was one way and one side that was completely different. Yeah,
one was rectangles, the other was just scides.
Yeah, yeah. The others had thought past shapes, and they were onto colours.
Well, like, I mean, I got some Danish people that I've been chatting with, and I always like looking into some languages, but like in Denmark, in Danish, they don't say you're going berserk. They say you're going cucumber.
Why?
And I just don't know. That's just what they say.
Is that like you're going bananas?
Yeah, it could be. But bananas are crazier than cucumbers, right?
I guess. I mean, they've got a curve, but some cucumbers are curved.
They're bright yellow.
Yeah,
like, it's a bit more of like a wild. Bananas are wilder than cucumber.
Yeah, they are.
Personal preference.
Well, they're tropical, I suppose. So.
Yeah. Well, cucumbers you'd imagine would be on like a desert.
Cucumbers.
Like exotic island.
There's nothing crazy about things that grow in the cold.
You're mild. Aww. But yeah, Danish, I guess, because they're waterlogged, didn't they? Denmark, I guess.
Yeah.
Makes sense to have a more watery vegetable. To be like, oh, you're mental.
Yeah.
You're ingesting more water than you've already soaked through your feet or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
I think I think fruit in general is crazier than vegetables.
Well, we've reached middle age. It's happened. Personally, I think a pear is more wild than a potato. Oh, podcast this.
Pulling teeth.
Yeah. Nectarines or turnips. Radishes. Radish feels exotic though. That's a vegetable, isn't it?
It does.
I still don't know, really.
I mean, I like radishes, but they're fairly useless in that there's not a lot you can do with them.
That's wild, though.
They're not versatile. They're wild.
We're specifically bred to do one intense thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's mental, mate. It's mental.
Brightly coloured nothings.
We just got a nice name.
Yeah.
Well, that's the... So we should have put
that's the grocery section of episode 234.
Yeah. Yeah, episode 234, intro. I haven't written it again, but need to remember. We're episode 234. If you're watching us on YouTube, hello, we're on YouTube. If you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple or, SoundCloud, hey, you can hear us. Send us some hate mail. I've said it for a while. I haven't received any yet. I don't know if that's a compliment. Could be. I like hate mail. Send more hate mail. We've got a website, pullingteethpodcast.com, Amazon banner, social media. Yeah. Intro done. I just don't really want to. Just don't want to. Here we are. This is us now. We're doing this.
Yeah.
How are you, Steve?
Oh, I'm good. I didn't think about this until like 3 minutes before the start of the show. I was like, I better write something down. It's all pretty pointless.
Better give myself some backstory.
Yeah. Make it seem like my life's been interesting since the last time you asked that question.
Well, you got a different bookcase or shelving system behind you.
Have I?
Don't know whether they can see it on the show, but you've got like a mesh.
Oh, it was there before. It's just you couldn't see it because I didn't turn the camera. Look, see, it's gone now. Maybe.
No, it's still there. Well, I think there was a painting propped up against it or a picture or something.
Potentially.
Or maybe I just haven't been paying attention.
Likely. I mean, that's been there since Christmas.
When was Christmas? Who even knows?
It's March.
But yeah, how's it going?
It's all right. I watched The Martian last night. It's only 5 years too late.
What do you think?
I actually really liked it. Matt Damon stuck on Mars.
Like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it got a lot of shit because it got nominated for Best Comedy. But I think
it was kind of funny.
But when I watched it, I was like, this is clearly written as a comedy. Like, there's so many comedy beats in this whole thing.
Yeah.
That obviously it should be considered a comedy. It's just the balance isn't quite leaning towards the comedy. It's like 50-50, so it's like, or whatever. But yeah, the thing that got a lot of shit was like, it's not a comedy because about this guy slowly dying on Mars.
There were beats.
Alone.
There were beats all the way through. It was apart from, I mean, it didn't
Jeff
really.
Daniels was in it.
It never got heavy. Like I was expecting it to be like a little bit of a slog in parts because it's just a guy living with the fact that he's been abandoned. But but it was never like that. It was always quite hopeful.
It was like he ran out of ketchup, so he started putting
dipping it in Vicodin. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well,
obviously.
This isn't like a hard-hitting drama. Same as like 127 Hours. I go, that was a comedy. But like, with other stuff going on. But there was clear intentions to be comical. I think that's what I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe it wasn't a comedy, but there was a large comedy aspect in it, I'd say.
Yeah. But no, it's the first time I've watched. I was trying to figure it out. I can't remember the last time I actually watched a film alone. It's probably been a few years.
So why not watch one where you're alone on Mars?
Alone. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first time in a while you've watched a film alone?
A few years, at least. Yeah.
Years?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Well, I guess obviously, because you watch films with somebody that you actually enjoy.
Yeah.
But, like, there's... it can't be... Well, what's your TV film Well, obviously you still haven't watched fucking Fargo, probably, right? But like,
no, I was waiting for it to come on Netflix.
Yeah, no, but like, we've obviously had jokes about it takes a while to watch stuff, but like, I guess does your film TV stamina kind of match your partner's? Because like, I would watch so much more than anybody I know.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. I get bored.
Yeah, so she watches more than you.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, then that probably makes sense then, right? If it's because if you want to watch a film, you'd be like, I might as well wait until I can enjoy it with somebody that I actually like.
Yeah. Well, me and Vix tend to watch films together, but and like certain shows and stuff as well. But like her, I think it's like her and her mum watched films together like all the time before we got together, and it's still like the thing that they do when she goes around their house. So. Yeah. And because they watch so much, there's a bunch of films that I really want to watch that she's already seen. So, but because we only I only tend to watch films when I'm with her. I've just got this massive backlog of stuff that I've been waiting to get through on my own, and So, and The Martian was like the first one that I found on that list, I think. But it's just So I got a bunch of just so much fucking shit to watch.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's good.
Otherwise, you're in my position of I've got nothing to watch because I've watched everything five times.
Yeah.
Or nothing new. Although there's a new season of You coming out next, like on the 4th of April.
Oh, I haven't. I didn't quite finish the last one. I have to finish that.
I'm rewatching it. This is what I mean. I rewatched the first season of You, 10 episodes, last night. So, like, just. Download everything.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I know like you do shit. You kind of do it in the background and stuff. Like
but I do go to the extreme sometimes of having like it running on 4 screens, just 4 different episodes, and just download it all.
You were doing that with Game of Thrones, and I just don't understand it.
I didn't want to watch it. That's why I just wanted it to be over faster. But I need something to watch.
You know what's going on? How is one episode not spoiling the one that's on the other screen?
So little happens in Game of Thrones, it's ridiculous. It's just like look, they're walking up a dirty path. What's this person doing? Walking down a dirty path. What's going to happen? I don't know.
That guy's cucumbers.
He's going all full-on green cucumber. Little straight green banana. Yeah. And then there's a new Bob Odenkirk film out I've just seen today. It's meant to be really good about about Bob Odenkirk. But something about like a Taken-esque, but with Bob Odenkirk. Oh, that sounds cool. I don't know where it's been released. Yeah. Like I think it's like a film that's come out. Like so probably a pay for service. I don't think it's on like Netflix or anything, but I'm gonna try and check that out. Something about he's like being interrogated or something, but apparently it's like what Taken was to Liam Neeson. This is apparently quite similar to Bob Odenkirk.
Oh, okay.
So
fair enough. I haven't finished watching Better Call Saul yet. I think I'm only 2 seasons into that.
There's very few things that I can't watch all the way through. Like Parks and Rec was one. Like I never really was a big fan of it anyway, and then I started watching it a couple of months ago and got through like 8 seasons or something, and I was like, it's just the same thing all over again. And it's not like can't with
Parks
and
Rec. Once you were past season 1 was a bit weak, but once I was past that, like it was great. I really loved that show.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's the Bill Burr thing about House of Cards. Bill Burr, I can't describe Bill Burr's greatness. It's so ridiculous. Every time you watch it, there's this a little thing he does, and you go, "That's fucking hilarious." Like he was having a conversation with somebody that's spit out something stupid, and the guy started getting really excited. He's like, "Well, don't yell at me, okay? Just relax." Just that little jab. It's like, oh, it's so great. But he said about House of Cards, he couldn't get into it because he couldn't deal with Kevin Spacey trying to make eye contact with him throughout the whole thing. He was like on a futon eating his cereals, and then Kevin Spacey looks like, what the fuck? And I think it's similar about Parks and Rec. Like it's the smug in-joke look to camera.
You like The Office though?
I like, but that wasn't. They're doing it because they're so smug and happy. They're looking as get a load of this guy, but in a more subtle way. I think in the English one anyway.
I mean, it was. I think it was the same people that did The Office as well, or the American one anyway.
The American one, I think so. It's obviously similar. It's just it just felt like it was kind of the same. Yeah, well, it was one of those things that it wasn't like, oh, I've got to watch the next episode.
Yeah, okay.
So it's probably like a backgroundy thing, Friends thing.
Yeah. To be fair, I haven't. I might be forgetting. I might be missing something, but I can't remember the last time I found like a current really good sitcom that I liked.
Yeah.
I think I just find things in dramas funny. I don't think I've ever. I can't remember the last time I watched like an actual kind of current sitcom.
Like there's one on Netflix I think called The Crew, which is a Kevin James one, but at like a brief glance it was like this is pretty much like Kevin James sitcom-y stuff. I mean, have you checked out Gary Busey Pet Justice?
No, not yet.
Or Pet Judge? Do that. I don't know. I haven't watched episode 2 yet, but it's solidified in my mind as like in a house party that's on in the background. There you
go. What is that on?
Amazon Prime, I think.
Okay, cool. I'll have a look.
But yeah. it's just somebody made this. Good on them.
Oh, speaking of Amazon, we Amazoned food this week. Not done that before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like the pantry or whatever it's called.
No idea. Some weird partnership thing they've got with Morrison's. If you order through Morrison's, the earliest they could get it to us is next week. But if we ordered Morrison's through Amazon, they got it to us next day. Go for it.
Well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
No.
No, I mean they could easily just get it to you sooner. But fair enough.
Yeah.
Morrison's delivery Amazon, eh? I've done drinks and stuff through Amazon as well, but they've got like a milkman thing Amazon of like. If like I buy dog food, right? So like buy dog food, it's like, do you want this every month?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it's cheaper.
Like a subscription or something.
Yeah, but so like it's the same thing that milkmen do. Is like, oh yeah, you can get some Fanta lemon delivered every month if you wanted, or some jerky or something.
It's the first time I've ever ordered anything from Amazon that was necessary. Like that was like I need this or like what food, like you need it. It just. I don't know if it feels lazy or weird or there's just something odd about it. I'm not sure about relying on Amazon to feed me.
They're training the robot drone army to deliver, so it makes sense that you'd get on their good side, right?
Yeah.
Why not? They're inside my house. They know everything that happens.
I'll just get my own drone.
I need green bananas. Give me some cucumber or something.
Yeah. And we applied for some more dogs.
Applied?
Yeah. By email.
LinkedIn for dogs.
Yeah. Filled out the same form 3 times garden. And wrote a different dog's name in it and sent it in.
So strange.
It's fucking weird.
It sounds more normal than what I did, which I just went to a building and came out with a dog. Like, you feel like there should be more checks and measures than that.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess it's kind of more checks is a good thing, I guess. But yeah, does seem odd.
Yeah, I'm not down with it at all. But they open up again next week apparently, so we'll see. Shit might happen. Anyway, so yeah, that's my week.
Oh, it sounds fun. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Exciting. Something about radishes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Vegetables and fruit. We covered that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, we've done the groceries.
Yeah. Nothing from me really this week. I've fully rotated.
What?
My desk.
Oh, so I was going to say, I couldn't see the wall before. Now I can see the wall.
Yeah, it's vaguely a massive inconvenience, but when I do, now that I've got this setup, it feels a much more like I've got something like 3 computers that I use for different things. So like having them all in one place was good and easy, but now that I've got them in different places in the house, it's like, oh, I'm in this room now. And I can't be distracted by anything else.
Is it
so
like,
now that I'm here?
Because like I know what wall that is and where your desk is. So is it like when you come downstairs in the morning, you're like walking into a newsroom, like camera set up, the desk set up with the screen in front of you, ready to present.
Yeah, ready to go. I've got I've upgraded my monitors to be on stands, which is very newsroomy, I think.
Yeah.
So it's like surrounded by stuff. And I've got a 47-inch whatever TV that I'm planning to use as a screen as well for something. I don't know what would be that intense to be on.
Do you use that anymore, or do you just watch everything on that?
Everything on here, but now that I've set the desk here, I can actually connect the TV, so might as well have another screen. Why not?
Amazing.
See what happens. I could put Twitter on there. I could be like, fucking a tweet.
That's a big bird.
Yeah. Hashtag fucking insane. Yeah, so yeah, but yeah, other than rotating fire And domesticating, not that much from me. But we've had a bunch of stuff popping up in the news this week, so we might as well. I don't know whether we've covered this. I think we have. A Louisiana man has been indicted after attempting to use Grindr to kidnap, murder, and eat gay men, officials have said. So like dating apps in order to cannibalize. Rings so many bells.
All of our cannibal stories, they just seem to roll into one. I can't remember what we've covered and what we haven't.
Yeah, it turns into some kind of cannibal buffet, doesn't it, I guess? Chance Seneca, 19-year-old, going out eating people. Of
Kids.
Kids today with their hipster ways and their, vegan ways. Well, what's more vegan than cannibalism, right?
Yeah. Eat the thing that's eating the animals.
Fight the power by chewing on it.
Yeah.
A federal grand jury on whether he was releasing the demons. We had that thing. Yeah. Stab his aunt in his eyes or something. Grand jury on Wednesday with 6 counts, including hate crime. Is it a hate crime to eat somebody based off of their sexuality?
I wouldn't have charged him for a hate crime.
You're targeting a specific demographic for the reason being that demographic. So maybe it's specific, but maybe it was just convenience. I don't know whether he was doing it to fight the LGBTQ community or whatever.
Yeah.
Kidnapping, firearm and obstruction charges. So he had a gun, fair enough. A release from the department states that Mr. Seneca was charged based on his alleged attempted murder of a gay man, alongside an overarching scheme to kidnap and murder gay men he met online. It's always good when someone's got an overarching scheme.
Yeah, well, you need to know where you're going. You need a goal.
I mean, these cannibals, I don't know, like I always, when like you order, if you think about a steak, a massive steak is a lot to eat. Like there's eating contests to eat a dinner plate sized steak or something, right?
Yeah.
This is human beings, they're big people.
Yeah.
It's going to take you a while to eat a person.
A long time. I mean, one buttock is 3 meals, right? At least.
Probably. Depending on the side dish.
Big meals as well.
Yeah. And then, like, what? You're going to have the eyes with everything else? No, you're going to have the eyes of some kind of weird hors d'oeuvre, right? Like Hannibal. Yeah. Something like that. It's much more organisation to stop piling up bodies. I think there was, like, multiple people he'd kidnapped. You go, like, just take one at a time, mate. Chill out. Prosecutors allege the 19-year-old used Grindr, a dating app for gay people, in the attempt to kidnap one man and the successful kidnap of 2 other men. So he'd already kidnapped 2 people. Then he's attempted to capture another one. His eyes are too big for his stomach.
He's a prepper.
He's a prepper with human flesh. I don't know. I think it's that extra. It's that extra. Like it's the only thing he's done well. Yeah, I'm guessing he didn't want to kidnap them. He wanted to eat them, which means he had to kidnap them. I guess.
But they wouldn't sign the consent form. So
yeah, he had a gun. I guess it kind of makes sense. Yeah. But like, it just feels like it's perfectly fine until you try to eat them. You know what I mean? If he just
kidnap, it's fine. Just don't eat them.
That's what I mean. No, but like the only reason he kidnapped them was to eat them. I think is what it's kind of suggesting. So if you didn't want to eat them, you wouldn't kidnap them, would you?
No.
You'd just be a socialite.
Yeah.
Or an influencer, cannibal influencer. So yeah, if you're on Grindr, be careful of people eating you. In other news, do you know AJ Pritchard? Apparently he's a local Stokey celebrity.
Oh, no then. It reminds me of... It rings a bell, but I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, we're all trying to get on social media. This guy's like a social media influencer and dancer, apparently.
Oh, great.
His girlfriend was admitted to intensive care after filming a life hack video for Instagram. Everyone loves a life hack. How to get to hospital.
Yeah.
The Stokey dancer rushed his girlfriend to Abby Quinnen, who is also his girlfriend called Abby Quinnen, who is also a dancer, after her bottle of wine exploded in her face. Life hack.
What the fuck was he doing?
So you're Drinking wine takes too much time. Explode it into your blood. Boom! Is your wine too cold? Do you want to get it to room temperature fast? Set it on fire. AJ, who's from Snade Green, managed to put the flames out and called the emergency services.
The flames? How do you set
apparently...
wine on fire?
It's got alcohol in it, right? I guess. Means it's got to be at a high enough temperature that it's... They must have been like cooking a bottle of wine or something. Heating it up. So in order for it to explode. Because if you detonated a bottle of wine, it wouldn't set the wine on fire, right?
No.
Because it wouldn't get that hot. But they must have been like just putting a naked flame under it for some reason. Oh, do you want a different smelling candle? Just put a Bunsen burner under a bottle of Cabernet. The 23-year-old was admitted to intensive care before being transferred to Chelsea and Westminster Hospital's specialists burn unit.
Wow.
This Burns have got the oaky aroma of a 1912 Merlot.
It's got a spicy head.
Yeah, it's got certainly a life hack aroma to it. Both
it's got
her
no legs.
and her clothing.
Literally, she's got no legs.
This needs to be decanted. Can we pour her into something else? Put her in a waffle iron for a little while. Both her and her clothing caught fire. Abby was shocked and in a great deal of pain, but AJ sprang into action and put out the fire with a wet tea towel.
What a hero.
What a hero. After burning his girlfriend,
what's his name? AJ what?
Where was it? AJ Pritchard.
AJ Pritchard. I'll look him up. You keep going.
Yeah, guy's a legend. He put out his burning girlfriend. He was terrified himself, but he did all he could do to stop her from burning, apart from setting fire to her wine bottle, I guess. But again, I don't understand. Like, if I'm assuming that the wine bottle exploded and the wine went onto her and set her alight, she was on fire and stubbled with broken glass. Don't pat her with a tea towel.
Yeah.
Cover her with
I'm a celebrity. What?
I haven't watched that since like a couple of episodes. Yeah, he's a dancer. That's all I've got here.
Oh, that makes sense. He's on Strictly Come Dancing. But good lord.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm sure he's a nice person or whatever, but Jesus Christ.
He's got a great wine cellar. It's just warm.
Yeah.
So yeah, life hack: burn your girlfriend. In other news, I don't know if this is funny, but it was just local to me. Detectives are investigating a masked gang ambush after they ambushed a car and attacked the passenger. Police have not revealed whether a weapon was used, but lots of people saw a machete.
Well,
We're keeping it a secret.
Yeah.
We're not telling anybody.
Don't tell anyone about the machete. Oh.
This was in Burslem at midday.
That's not far away.
Machete drive-by.
That's the same place. Isn't that the... I thought it was Burslem where there was the machete last time.
What was the last machete?
It was the guy... Was he banging on someone's window with a machete?
Oh, yeah. There's just so many machetes about. To be fair, I've seen a lot of like promotional videos about people asking for machetes to be handed in, without any consequence. There's just like a bloke in Manchester who's got a box of machetes. But if you give me a machete, I'll give it to the police.
Fair enough.
Try and reduce the machetes. I like a machete. I never had one, but it feels like a...
How do you make your bed?
This is true. I still need to buy one. Still need to get that Arnold Schwarzenegger one, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and then M203. Okay, grenade launcher. A police spokesman said it was reported a blue BMW 320 was struck to the front by a blue Ford Cougar and to the rear by a silver Mitsubishi Shogun.
Okay.
Cars are just a different language. Who cares what make and model of a car was involved in this crime?
A lot of people, apparently. I care that mine works. That's about it.
Yeah. I'll get an orange one. Maybe if I'm feeling vegetable-y or fruity. Who knows?
Yeah.
Spice things up.
Stand out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people love cars. I don't get it. But then people love planes as well, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah, plane watchers. Whatever your kick is. There's a plane over there.
I've
Just
seen
knowing it and watching it and like making note of it, I guess.
I've seen the ones, hanging around at airports and stuff. And then that like, so I live not far from Crewe, and Crewe's like a central train station, and there's always train spotters there, always, because everything goes through it. And like when there's a special train, like whatever a special train is,
because I completely get it.
Hundreds of them.
Yeah, I get it. Like years ago, before like the graphics quality of computer games at the moment.
Before we had good TV and everything. Yeah.
Well, like before,
that
like
thing's moving. Watch it till it stops.
Well, like you can probably build a virtual reality train world. Like there's like whole games that are just virtual reality trains.
Yeah.
That you can, like Euro Truck Simulator is this. You're a lorry driver. You just drive to Paris. There's
surprisingly good.
Yeah, just relaxing. Just shall I do this? So it's like I feel like you could get more out of it by doing that. But then once you've ritualized it, you know, I'm gonna make my sandwich, my packed lunch, go out, sit in the field, talk to Derek, and then we're gonna watch this. I guess it becomes another thing.
Yes, but it's. I mean, I can't really criticize people that do that because I think like watching cricket is just as dull. And there's people who do that for fucking 10 hours at a time.
It's the ritual, I think. It's got to be. Just when you do something enough times, becomes more meaningful.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a drive-by machete attack in where I live.
Drive-by
midday.
machete.
That means they were like, what time do you go for breakfast if you're going for a midday machete attack?
Ooh.
It's a big day.
If you
not a big breakfast.
Yeah, you need time for it to go down.
Yeah.
But you might go for a light brunch beforehand.
Eggs Benedict.
Yeah.
You got the knife.
Bit of a muffin.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh yeah, in other more dramatic news, Freddie Mercury has been mauled to death by a dog. He's Freddie Mercury, a popular known seal. What's this seal got to do with Freddie Mercury? It was euthanized after being attacked by dogs. A dog.
Goodness sake.
The animal, named after Freddie Mercury from Queen.
Oh! It's like, that's a weird name.
It's a very specific name, isn't it?
I know that name from somewhere.
Was he killed by dogs? I can't remember.
Yeah. No. Oh no, it was AIDS.
It was horrific blood disease.
Yeah.
The seal was named after Freddie Mercury because of his crowd-pleasing antics. I guess seals don't clap, do they? But you could probably do some kind of radio gaga live thing.
I think seals can do a clap, and they can balance a ball on their head and.
I've seen a walrus play a saxophone.
They can maul penguins pretty well.
Just dogs can maul seals better than seals could.
Circle of
maul
life.
Other things. It's the cycle of mauling. The animal, was entertaining people near Hammersmith Bridge in Barnes. We contacted a number of marine mammal veterinarians in the UK and the Netherlands, including an orthopaedic surgeon, and sadly, based on their experiences, the decision was that he needed to be euthanized for his welfare.
Oh, they've euthanized Freddie Mercury.
The thing I like is based on their experiences, they decided to euthanize it. Was it mauled by dog?
Yeah.
Yeah. Euthanize it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, if it's a dog, euthanize it. I knew a walrus that was
our 6-year-old was mauled by a dog. We euthanized her
straight away.
Yeah,
it's a humane thing to do.
What you do? She'll get tetanus otherwise.
Based on their experiences, 9 out of 10 seals mauled by dogs need to be euthanized.
Yeah.
So roll the dice, Dave. 7. Euthanize it. In other more dramatic news, 3 crew members of a Russian nuclear bomber were killed after accidentally ejecting while on the ground.
Oh.
And the ejector seat was accidentally triggered as they prepared for departure. And I think what they're saying is, like, it needs to launch you in the air, then the parachute needs to,
it needs time to deploy,
and then time to slow you down as you fall.
Yeah.
But I guess that makes sense, right? I assumed it was like the air is thinner higher up, so it would launch you higher, giving you more time. But yeah, going up and then just eject, smash. Like, oh.
I wonder if anyone's ever ejected while the plane's still in the hangar.
Whoops. But I don't understand that. Surely, I know accidents happen everywhere, but do they have to happen on nuclear bombers? Do you know what I mean?
I feel a bit weird that a nuclear bomber's got an ejector seat.
I dropped my wallet out with the nuclear warhead. I'll just pop out and get it.
I mean, like, if I know that, like, you need everyone to get to safety or whatever, but if something's got a nuclear bomb on, you're going down with that plane and you're going to make sure it goes down somewhere very sensible.
Without, not very crashy.
Yeah.
Land on a marshmallow somewhere. Oh no, they'll be fired any moment. So yeah. But yeah, just, I mean, we had that thing about they accidentally dropped a nuclear warhead in America, right?
Yeah.
But luckily it was turned off or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it like over...
Accidents happen everywhere,
yeah.
But like, please don't do it on a nuclear fucking warhead carrying plane. Okay, and lastly from me, I think... Oh no, there's a little bit more. But tell me if... I mean, I think this is written in all earnestness to be praising the person involved. But I just think he's a knobhead. A quick-thinking Starbucks barista hid his 69-year-old co-worker in a bin during the deadly mass shooting in Colorado earlier this week.
Okay.
So, like, there's a shooting. He was like, get in that bin.
Yeah.
And then, you know, loads of people got shot. 10 people, including a police officer, were killed on Monday afternoon when a man opened fire inside a King Soopers, which sounds very much like a Moobies, like very much a Kevin Smith universe-style shopping mall.
Yeah.
King Soopers supermarket in the city of Boulder, Colorado, in what was the latest of several high-profile mass shootings over the last 25 years. Logan Smith, twat of a name, sorry mate.
Just Logan in general, isn't it?
Yeah, and then just Smith. I'm Wolverine, but I'm one of the people. No, you're not. Go away. Employee working at a kiosk in the supermarket told Fox 31 that he hid his 69-year-old colleague underneath several bins when the gunman entered the store. So is that heroic? I guess so, right? You're trying to save someone else. Get in that bin. I'll throw more bins on you.
I mean, maybe...
so you don't get shot.
I don't know. Just with a name like Logan, I would assume he told us to get in the bin before he even knew someone had a gun. It just happens that he was being a hero.
He said his decision to hide his colleague was instinctive after he witnessed the alleged shooter fire at a customer outside of the store.
Get in that bin of scalding hot coffee grounds.
It's just like, I get it, hide, right? It's not anything against it and panic and instinctiveness. It's just don't throw the elderly in the bin, please.
Yeah.
He explained that immediately after he saw the incident occur, he called the authorities and looked for a place for himself and his colleague to hide. This is his quote: "I knew since she is my elder, as she is older than me, I must protect her over myself, and so, instinctively, I pushed her into a corner, covered her with trash cans, and then tried to find a place for myself."
Okay.
Douchebag, right?
A little bit.
A little bit. I knew since she is my elder and she's older than I must have, and therefore also. You threw an elderly woman into a pile of bins, mate. The 20-year-old explained that he waited in a smaller bin with his head stuck out at the top of it when the gunman just walked just a few feet away from the Starbucks counter located in the store. Christ. So he got in a smaller bin.
Yeah.
Covered her in bins, and then he got in a small bin. He's like, I'll have the smaller bin because I'm smaller. Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's a weird, it's a different version of Die Hard, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
He can again.
Die Hard
did the right
in a
thing.
bin.
Yeah, again, he did the right thing, right? He's doing something. So, like, fair enough to him, but it just comes across like a twat. He confirmed that he lost 3 of his co-workers during the mass shootings. Where were the bins then? On Monday, as 10 people, including police officer Eric Talley, were killed. The barista told Fox 31 that he just did his job. I was just doing my job. Putting the people in bins.
You were doing your job, you'd have made him a coffee.
And then it's just this, right? He goes, if anyone was going to die, it was me before my customers, before my co-workers. 10 people died before you. No one's going to kill my customers unless they kill me first. Well, they've killed 3 customers, so I'm just going to get in this bin. You were
I'm a
hiding in
hero.
a bin, mate.
I'm a hero. I am.
Like, just be humble about it or shut the fuck up. Just, you hid in a bin. You weren't being that heroic. Sorry, mate.
I agree, but on the other side of it, I've never been shot at.
Yeah, this is true. But then just don't respond with this by trying to... This feels very masturbatory, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's nobody was... I'll die before my customers. Meanwhile, his customers are getting shot.
Yeah.
And he's just chilling in a bin. He explained that he signed a statement when he was hired that the customers come first. Oh, why not quote the employee pamphlet, right?
Yeah.
In the event of a shooting, customers need to be protected before everybody else. No, not really. Just save as many people as you can.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. Mrs. Smiths then paid tribute to the people killed on Monday, adding, having lost 3 best friends yesterday. Like, people you work with, they can be your friends. I can understand that. I wouldn't throw my best friends under a pile of bins. But, I mean, maybe I would. I don't know. But they're saying that 3 of his best friends died. What if you got 3 best friends? You haven't really, right? Chill out. Yesterday, it puts into perspective the lives of other families, and I'm with you in my thoughts and prayers. Finish it off with the thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
You prick. But yeah. Sorry to roll on the guy who's saved people's lives in a shooting, but don't be such a twerb about it, you know what I mean? You use the power of the bins. Good on you, but lots of people died and you said you weren't going to let that happen. That'd be a different... Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Then Hans Gruber kills all the hostages.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I escalated too quickly, I guess. I don't know.
I saw...
yeah, fuck that guy.
I saw a video the other day that it's a good idea. It's a really good idea, but for some reason I found it really funny. Was this desk that this guy's invented, that it bolts to the floor in like classrooms and stuff, and in the event of an emergency, an earthquake or a shooter or whatever, the kids climb under the desk and they pull this shutter down that can only be opened from the inside. So it's like, and it's like a bulletproof thing. It's like being inside a safe, I guess. But it's like, so all these kids just kind of like climb under the desk and shut themselves in these metal boxes and just wait for I don't know, security guards or whatever to take the shooter out. But it was just weird because there's a video of his secretary testing it, and it's just this old woman climbing under a desk and like shutting herself in a box. I was like, there's something odd about this.
That, and you know the kids are just gonna fuck with it.
Oh yeah. Because
like they could just go in and smoke.
They're the only ones that can open the door. Like you can't open it from the outside at all, and it's practically bomb-proof.
Yeah, if anything, it's going to cause more hostage situations, right?
Yeah.
You could just take people in there and hold them hostage.
Well, you can only fit one person in there, barely.
So
it's a desk. So
the classroom's dead, but the teacher's under the table. That's going to happen, right?
It's a whole classroom full of these desks, and each desk is an Each desk is an individual box for each child. So they just climb under and pull the shutters down, like they're closing shop for the night.
Just going to close down Hope for now. We'll open it up again in the morning.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Hungry.
For as far as like protecting kids goes and whatever. It's too fucking expensive for it to be like widespread. It's just going to save a load of rich kids, but it's a good idea.
Well, it's just surreal, right? I mean, I worked in restaurants and stuff, and we were taught that there's 2 alarms that could be called. There's a bomb threat and a fire alarm, right? And the bomb threat evacuation point needs to be different to the fire alarm point.
Yeah. Because
if you were a bomber, you would be like, oh, I'll place the bomb at the fire evacuation point.
Yeah.
So you need to have a little hush. And I remember that being quite extreme as like a, employee introduction thing. Imagine being introduced to school to your own bomb shelter desk. And then kids are going to fuck with it, right? You always like scratch your name into something or personalize your own desk. Imagine personalizing your own bunker during geography. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You just have to accept... I don't think there's a solution. You just have to accept that some of these kids in America are going to get shot.
I mean...
Because it just keeps on happening, and there's not much you can do about a random deranged person other than go insane on police control.
It's a mental health epidemic, and it's just... I don't know how you guard against that, really. Some people be mental.
Well, yeah, but there's some things of, like... I mean... Buying weapons has got to be more policed. That was a thing, wasn't it? That like they believed there weren't enough checks or time or something like that. But like you could definitely improve there. But then that whole one of the arguments against banning guns is you'll always be able to get guns somewhere. Yeah. So then if you're just saying that, then you're saying that there'll always be cases of random people getting guns and going on shooting sprees, I guess.
You could, it's too embedded in the culture to change it, really.
Well, it's just you either beef up security, which starts to lean towards something a bit more crazy, of like, you know, school is now a compound. Because then what, you only do this in schools? No, you probably do it in like housing neighborhoods, right, or gated communities. Yeah. Then there is an unemployment rise, right? Just get more people trained in the art of protecting walls and stuff. Yeah. Shoot people on sight, less people, less unemployed, I guess. Just depends what you want to do. I still think execution by firing squad is insane, but hey, if they want to put emergency bomb shelters beneath every American child's desk, fair enough.
I think the firing squad thing is just there to make people choose the electric chair. It's like, I'll go with a chair.
Yeah, but why not just want a death by beating with mallets then? You go, they obviously, it's got to be like, that's as serious as it could get. Like they're saying, like it's implausible, it's kind of silly, but people will go along with it. It's like, oh yeah, death by firing squad, that's fine. Yeah, but like it's just still so surreal to me. But yeah, I guess having a fold-out bomb shelter. People just watch too many Transformer films, right? It's like, I can put my kid if the teachers had guns. If the desks had guns, or if the children were bomb-proof.
Yeah. Every classroom had a turret.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going towards, to be honest. When you said it was bolted to the floor, it's because you could have some kind of artillery cannon on it. You could just fire at people.
No, it just stops it being lifted up and moved.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm in the bomb-proof box and I'm being moved. I'm bomb-proof, not removal delivery guy proof. No.
Anyway.
But yeah, sorry, yeah, I've got one more from me, actually, I forgot about. A Georgia man, a man from the American state of Georgia, I think is what they're saying, has said that he was paid his last paycheck from his former employer in the form of 90,000 oil-covered pennies that were dumped on his drive. Wow. So, as a fuck you, I don't know why they're covered in oil.
So he's got to wash them all, I guess, because he can't take them to the bank.
That's a further dickhead move. 90,000 pennies is a dickhead move. Covering them in oil, the paraffin or something. Like,
it surprises me that that's legal. As in, like, you could just say, no, I haven't been paid. Give me my money. Like, but that's over here where it's like bank transfer and paychecks and shit.
Unless he was served with 90,000 pennies. What was his name? I can't remember. Are you Andreas Flayton? That's apparently his name. Yes, you've been served 90,000 pennies. That's how it works over there, isn't it? He told Fox 5 on Wednesday that he struggled to get his last paycheck from his former boss after he left his job at OK Walker Auto Works, where he claimed to have suffered a toxic work environment. Yeah.
Way to prove a point.
Yeah, he said that after going months without final payment, he contacted the Department of Labour for help, where he finally received the $915 in a different form than he expected. He revealed he noticed a pile of oil or grease-covered pennies on his drive when he left his house a few days ago, which contained his last pay stub and a note that read, "Fuck you." Just sticking out the top. Fuck you. I'm on the company's side, to be honest. The balls
Yeah.
do that is awesome. Over the next few days, he counted the pennies, working out there were 91,515 of them, which amounted to the $915 he was owed. He moved the pennies off his drive in a wheelbarrow, whose tyres were deflated by the weight of his pay. He described the form of payment as a childish thing to do and revealed his new routine at night is to now wash the substance off of the pennies.
Oh, God.
He said even though he uses vinegar and dish soap, it takes him hours to fully clean a few hundred. He says, I think that's going to be a lot of work for money I've already worked for. It's going to be hours upon hours to try to clean this money so it's able to be spent. It's not fair. The owner of AOK Walker Auto Works told Fox 5 that he did not want to be part of the story, but confirmed that he paid Mr. Flayton in US currency. Oh, commitment. Such commitment to the bit. That's great.
It's American, isn't
it? Yeah. Don't be part of your story. I paid him, right? In currency.
Yeah.
Shut up. Fuck
it's
you.
Legal tender.
And I gave him some oil.
Yeah.
Relax.
He threw it away.
Apparently he didn't want to use it with the oil on it because it might affect the environment.
Well, that's it.
So, like,
shut up. That's not
like it's going to end up in the river or something. I don't know. It's funny as fuck,
You're
though.
washing it down the drain. Where do you think it goes?
It's true. It's true. Just be like, let's give him his money in pennies. Like, nah, he's really environmentally conscious as well, isn't he? Yeah, fuck, cover it in oil. Crude oil.
Yeah.
The one that killed all those whales in Taiwan or something.
Yeah, sorry, we're so fucking toxic, pal.
Wait, I got his pay stub. Fuck you. I mean, we don't know anything about this guy. Maybe he truly did not deserve any of this, but I like to think he did.
Yeah.
And,
it seems like the kind of guy that'd hide in a bin.
Yeah. He saved lives. It's the arrogance of it. Well, I did my best. I hid in a bin. That's fine. I understand. Best. I can understand if you hid in a bin. Totally get that. But don't do that and say you're a hero.
Yeah.
Just say, I hid in a bin. I'm human. That's fine. Oh, don't worry. You threw that 69-year-old woman in a bin as well. Oh, lovely. What a hero. Did you go to Professor Xavier's School for the Gifted? My superpower is throwing people under the bin. Wow. Sorry. Made me laugh. But yeah, that's me this week.
All right. A new study has revealed that birds make people just as happy as money does.
It's a weird study, innit? Throw that pelican at that bloke.
He seems quite happy. Well, he's happier than this bloke with the pennies.
Yeah, give this wheelbarrow of pennies covered in oil to that guy. Oh, he's miserable.
Yeah, this guy with the parrot's way happier.
Birds won.
Money zero. Fuck you.
Yeah.
It says Europeans this seems like a fucking dumb study. Europeans are particularly satisfied with their lives if their immediate surroundings host a high species diversity, said researcher Joel Murthost. According to our findings, the happiest Europeans are those who can experience numerous different bird species in their daily life, or who live in near natural surroundings that are home to many species. What you're saying is, people are happier if they don't live in the city.
Yeah, well, like, I mean,
what the fuck has it got to do with the amount of birds?
Well, I guess you got to think, right? If there were no birds, like, I think that would have a massive impact on human psychology, right? Just think about waking up in the morning to bird song, something as mild as that. You'd be like, if it was just silence,
yeah,
you'd be like, this is weird, this is fucked up. But I guess if you woke up to the sound of money, would you be sad? I mean, money flying, migrating south for the winter. Look at them go.
Ching, 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 ching.
Like some kind of serial killer from, like, not Freddie Mercury. Who's the other one?
He's a seal.
He's yeah. He's a seal like that singer. Seal. Yeah. No, it was Freddie. Yeah, it was just Freddie, wasn't it? No, Freddie claws for hands.
Oh, Kruger.
Kruger. Lieberman. Freddie Lieberman.
Freddie Leibowitz.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger. Yeah. No, yeah, but why? It makes them happier than money in? Yeah, but how do you measure it?
Just as
I understand how birdsong and birds can make people happier.
Yeah,
but I don't understand how they can measure that against people being able to pay their bills.
He says the more birds, the better, according to the study, which analysed data from more than 26,000 adults from 26 European countries. A 10% increase in the number of bird species in people's surroundings increased their life satisfaction as much as an extra 10% of money in the bank, the study found.
Is that, do they only use one species of money?
Yeah, like what denomination?
Yeah, you know, they could have had the Canadian dollar thrown in there.
Yeah, probably not very happy.
Yeah, I think it was biased. I think people only use the euro or something.
Biased against money. Yeah, biased against money. Yeah. But I think it's just like they've done a bunch of studies in the past about happiness levels and levels of kind of calm and reduced anxiety of just going for a walk in the woods. Like the amount of like physiological change that has on you is unreal. And it's just because that's where we're meant to fucking be.
Well, I mean, I just don't know.
I don't get why you'd relate it to birds. Like,
well, like the start of this episode was about how therapeutic fire is, just being around nature like that, right? There's definitely a thing about being around fire. It's a weird thing to prescribe somebody birds for their anxiety.
Yeah.
You know, or like, are you having money troubles? Have you tried a parakeet? You know, it doesn't feel like it's directly linked. There's obviously different patterns, but if you ask somebody, would they rather be able to pay for their medical bills or, you know, have 5 pigeons? I think they'd pay for their medical bills.
Yeah,
it depends on the context.
Yeah.
That's fair though.
In other news, government officials in Maine this week are looking into legislation that would reintroduce Viking funerals as an option for the deceased.
I'm a fan of a Viking funeral, to be honest.
100%.
I think it's why not fire just set fire to me and push me out to sea.
Yeah, well, I read through it, and there was nothing specific about pushing people out into the lakes or anything like that, but it was just about burning bodies in the open.
Oh,
like cremation, but you make like a pyre. Like with all all that kind of
public corpse burning. Bring it back.
Yeah. If adopted, it would allow the people of the Pine Tree State to choose to go out like a Viking in a blaze of glory in the open air.
A Viking or a Buddhist monk.
Yeah.
You know, one of the two.
They said a Viking or a Jedi. I didn't know Jedis.
Oh, yeah, they burnt on the pyre, didn't they? The Ewoks did or whatever.
Did they? Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, it was the Darth Vader-y guy. He got burnt on a pyre. Oh. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I've got weird beliefs about funerals, I think.
Yeah.
Like, if I was grieving, seriously grieving, I think it would genuinely help me to dig the grave.
Yeah.
But I don't think they'd ever let me dig a grave.
It's usually already dug, isn't it?
It's probably unionised, and it's probably, like, done with a tractor now.
Yeah.
And let's go, like, I would, even if it was in a cemetery, I'd be like, I would like to dig the grave to work through my mourning of this thing. And I think I'd have to have a fight with somebody about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there is something, isn't it? It's like you're making someone's final resting place.
Yeah, and the whole grieving process is coming to terms with it, and it's I just feel like that would be very therapeutic.
Yeah.
For some reason, I think it's because it happened in 6 Feet Under, and I was like, that does feel like if you're grieving, that's what you would want to do, and that's what you would kind of need to do that. But yeah, it just feels like you would be prevented because you might not dig a good enough grave, which is fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine there's
team.
There's government regulations as far as graves and things go, isn't there? Like,
yeah, but just put me on the team. You know what I mean? Just like your usual grave digging team, but with a crying, screaming man.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be happy with that.
We're digging this one with dynamite.
Yes, yeah, there's something to be. That's why I don't like escape rooms either. I've realised this week.
What?
I've done an escape room. I've done a few escape rooms, actually, when I think about it. But, like, I always feel uncomfortable in them because my instinctive reaction is to escape with violence.
Yeah, just punch through the wall.
Or just, like, if someone puts you in a room and gives you this massive riddle to do, you go, like, fuck all that.
Yeah.
Let's fight our way out of this situation, which isn't really accepted in Bear Grylls theme park, wherever it was.
When you play, you know those games you can play, like I don't know, like Hitman or something like that, where there's essentially two options to complete a mission. You either guns blazing or stealth. Are you always guns blazing?
I like stealth as well, but I just feel like in that real world scenario, it's just like you've locked me in a room and you've told me to get out.
Yeah.
I'm not that bright.
Yeah.
But I can rugby tackle somebody.
Yeah. This
and
isn't
I can
how
rugby
I
tackle you
would
before
get
you leave
out.
the room. Yeah, I can put you in a chokehold until you let us out.
Yeah, all you said was escape.
And I take it very seriously. But it's just, the brain doesn't go, let's put this, how many... Well, there's a combination lock over here. How many letters are on the wall? They're like, no, it's just north. North is freedom. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
Smash through the windows.
Yeah.
I mean, escape rooms, people love them, I guess. But, like, yeah. And I'm not against them. It's just... It's not my natural habitat.
I'd try one. I've still not done it.
There's one in Hanley I tried on a date, I think. And it was like, you could tell it was low budget because it went from being a Harry Potter themed one to like toxic alien slime. And it was just like, they didn't get all the props. So it was like all medievally castly in one area.
Yeah.
And then you went through, like Red Dwarf. You're like, oh, fair enough. This is left over from last season. Fair enough.
Yeah. In other news, a 6-year-old boy in North Carolina has been arrested this week for picking flowers.
Stop it!
Arrested. 6-year-old boy.
What are you picking him for? A hate crime?
Was
You're
recently
eat some people on a dating app.
Was recently charged with injury to real property.
It's not fake. This is real life. This is the real world, kid.
For picking a tulip from a front yard while waiting for a bus.
The bus to the terrorist camp.
It's kind of sad, and it was something that was brought to light because they were like, look, the sooner you introduce a child or anybody to the justice system, the more likely they are to just remain in it for the rest of their lives. It kind of destigmatizes the police and that, so they're not really that bothered about them anymore. And to do it, to arrest a 6-year-old for picking a flower, bit fucking ridiculous. Yeah. Julie Boyer, the boy's attorney, said his attention span was short, so she had him colouring a picture during court proceedings.
He's being sentenced to the electric chair. Oh, he's got a picture of Winnie the Pooh over here. That's pretty good. What's your last meal? Pick and mix.
Yeah.
Who arrested? There's a weird, like, what is it? There's a resistance to be that aggressive towards a child that you're not responsible for.
Yeah.
Like putting handcuffs on a 6-year-old. They must have.
Yeah.
In order to arrest him. Like, how can you do that? I don't know.
Well,
taking it so seriously.
I mean, I think you'd put handcuffs on him if they were going to be detained, but I imagine you just put him in the car. Like, there's not a lot a 6-year-old can do to him.
Hey, little 6-year-old boy, come in my car now.
Yeah, I'm a police officer,
away.
honest.
Yeah. So, but again, maybe we're being unfair, right? Maybe the kid was being a dick.
You don't arrest a 6-year-old for anything.
If it was being a dick, I think I would. Because like everyone's got to learn, as much as people need to like, experience the police and that, they also do need to meet that one point where someone doesn't take their shit anymore.
Yeah.
So like, if he was taking the tulips and eating them, like other people in the world, you'd be like, stop eating that person's flowers. No! They just keep eating flowers. Fine, you're arrested. I'm up for that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a bit weird.
But if there's something very strange and inhuman about imprisoning a child.
Well, they said they were trying to raise the age limit to 10, which is still ridiculous.
For arresting.
I guess I don't understand how you can arrest a 6-year-old. Like, that seems more like and like seems... you'd have to do something if they killed somebody, but like you just take him to back to his parents' house and be like, look, he was picking flowers.
That's the thing, right? They're a child, so they're not responsible for their actions. So, like, if a dog shits in someone's garden,
it's the owner's responsibility to pick it up.
The dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't arrest the dog because the dog is not fully conscious yet.
No.
Yet. But, like, you talk to the parents and you say, your child has been caught vandalising other people's property. You should give him a stern talking to. That sounds like what you would do, right?
Yeah.
Not just arrest whoever's plucking the flowers. Arrest that bee! Quick! He's stealing all the flowers.
It's a bit weird. A father in California has been arrested on charges of child endangerment for carrying his child into the elephant enclosure at the zoo.
We're going to be with Mummy soon. We're going to be with Mummy soon. He walks towards the elephants. Praying for death. He's probably trying to be educational, right? Let's go touch the elephant.
Fucking... Yeah. When reports of the incident first surfaced, Sergeant Ariel Savage, great name, said the elephant appeared as if it wanted to charge the father and toddler. There was a big roar. The elephant stuck its tusks up in the air and he started trotting towards them. Witnesses rushed to help the man, but as he was running away, he tripped and dropped the toddler. Whoops.
And for some reason, there was some kind of crazy water park slide from the elephant enclosure to the lion enclosure. Whee! Oh no!
Happy birthday, son!
People in zoos, people feel too safe. I think that's what it is. It must be, right?
It's just... I almost understand people getting into the enclosure themselves. Like, fine, do what you want. I guess. Like, I mean, in a sense, but I also feel like if the elephant had killed anybody, then the elephant would probably have been put down, right? Probably. But like, to take your kid in there,
yeah, just throw your children in, be fine. I mean, I remember at uni it was a thing that was talked about like zoos have night, sessions where like you go around and there's alcohol and stuff like that in a zoo. I remember that being a thing that was like, oh, it'd be really cool to do that.
For a disaster.
Yeah, but like at the time it was like, oh, that sounds quite cool, like no kids and drinking, partying, playing music, dancing with
while all
Freddie
the animals
Mercury.
are trying to sleep.
Animals are sleep deprived and pissed. Don't want to see a pissed off sleep deprived penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like maybe people want to do more than just the family friendly stuff, but
I get it.
Yeah,
I mean,
you feel too safe.
I used to see advertised like what are those things like Wacky Warehouse and stuff, like big soft play things for kids, but they'd have nights of those for adults.
Yeah, like stag nights and stuff like that.
People vomiting in the ball pit and stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, great time.
It sounds lovely.
Yeah.
And you get a ham and cheese toasty.
Oh. Great. Yeah, but irresponsible dads.
Dropping babies in elephant enclosures.
Yeah, but both got out safely. It's just that he's been arrested for child endangerment, which is fair enough.
His child was well, they should have arrested the elephant.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but we didn't have big enough handcuffs.
Yeah. No more bamboo for you. Or whatever elephants eat. I don't know.
Anything but bamboo, I imagine. Yeah.
I reckon they'll eat bamboo.
And finally, a UK poll has concluded that in the event of alien invasion, our best choice to lead the Earth would be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I reposted his response to that as well. It was like, "Thank you for believing in me."
Where is it? I want to thank the people for putting their faith in me. I'm ready to serve.
Guy's such a legend. This guy's such a legend. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, who else would you want? I mean, the world's gone to shit if aliens have invaded.
Yeah.
If aliens were visited, maybe you want someone else. But under an invasion, fuck it. Let Arnie be president. He's wanted it for so long.
Yeah. The guy that made the poll said, it's actually kind of worrying that so many celebrities with fictional alien experience are considered to be better candidates than our current world leaders. Second place was Will Smith.
Well, he's in the Men in Black, isn't he? He's probably seen a lot of shit. He's in Independence Day. He's fine.
Joe Biden came 90th.
He's ill-equipped for an alien invasion.
Yeah.
To be fair. Mars Attacks came in third. Just a film. Just the DVD Mars Attacks. Elected. It will follow you to the end.
Other celebs that made the list include David Attenborough, Bruce Willis, Tom Cruise.
David Attenborough?